Hello friends, today we start with the first unit of the syllabus titled as Electrostatics. What is electrostatics? The branch of physics which deals with the study of electric charges at rest. What is electrostatics? I repeat, the branch of physics which deals with the study of electric charges at rest. It has two chapters. First chapter is electric charges and fields. Second chapter is electric potential and capacitance. Before we start with first chapter, we must know about some previous knowledge, or we must recall our previous knowledge to proceed with electrostatics. Matter. What is matter? Any substance which occupies space and possesses mass is defined as matter. Two attributes of matter, that is, two particular characteristics of matter. First is mass. What is mass? How we define mass? The quantity of matter possessed by a body is defined as mass. And second attribute is charge. What is charge? The quantity of electricity possessed by a body is defined as charge. In 11th, focus was on study of an object with respect to its mass. And in 12th, focus would be on study of an object with respect to its charge. Now, what is nature of matter? Matter is electrically neutral. How it is electrically neutral? Let us see. Matter is composed of tiny atoms of size 10 raised to power minus 10 meter. It contains positively charged protons in nucleus and negatively charged electrons in extra nuclear part revolving around the nucleus as shown. You can see here 4 positive charges are in the nucleus, that is the center, and 4 electrons are revolving around it. So we say matter is electrically neutral. How we say matter is electrically neutral? Let us see. Now, number of electrons is equal to number of protons in an atom. Charge on an electron is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. And charge on a proton is plus 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. The total charge on an electron is equal to total charge on protons, and both are equal and opposite, resulting into an atom which is electrically neutral. Since matter is composed of these atoms, hence matter is electrically neutral. Now we come to first chapter, electric charges and fields. With this previous knowledge, we will be able to understand the first topic, frictional electricity. What is frictional electricity? The electricity produced due to friction between two neutral dielectric substances when rubbed in intimate contact with each other. What is frictional electricity? The electricity produced due to friction between two neutral dielectric substances when rubbed in intimate contact with each other. For example, when amber is rubbed with wool in intimate contact, both are electrified. Amber becomes negatively charged and wool becomes positively charged. When amber is rubbed with wool in intimate contact, both are electrified. Amber becomes negatively charged and wool becomes positively charged. Now, theory of electricity. How amber becomes negatively charged, how wool becomes positively charged, let us see. What is the theory behind it? Now, when two neutral dielectric substances are rubbed together in intimate contact, both are electrified. Due to friction between the two substances, some of the electrons are transferred from one substance to the other by way of conduction, because both are in intimate contact. The substance which loses electrons becomes positively charged, and the substance which gains electrons becomes negatively charged. Thus, both are electrified. Now, for example, we take up examples. Example 1. When amber is rubbed with wool, amber becomes negatively charged, wool becomes positively charged. Some of the electrons are transferred from wool to amber because of friction between them. Some of the electrons are transferred from wool to amber because of friction between them. Since wool becomes deficient in electrons and equal number of protons become surplus, thus wool develops positive charge, amber becomes surplus in electrons and equal number of protons become deficient, thus developing a negative charge on it. Thus amber becomes negatively charged and wool becomes positively charged. Now example 2. When glass rod is rubbed with silk cloth, glass rod becomes positively charged and silk cloth becomes negatively charged. Some of the electrons are transferred from glass rod to silk cloth, thus glass rod develops positive charge and silk cloth develops negative charge. Thus both are electrified. Okay. Now what is electrification? When two neutral dielectric substances are rubbed together in intimate contact, both are electrified. The process of establishing an electric charge so produced on dielectric substance is called as electrification. Now, for example, when ebonite rod is rubbed with rubber in intimate contact, both are electrified. Ebonite develops positive charge and rubber develops negative charge. Both are electrified. Now, methods of electrification. Now, charging by conduction or rubbing. First method is charging by conduction or rubbing. Second method is charging by electrostatic induction. We take up one by one. First we take up charging by conduction or rubbing. Now two ways. Charging by rubbing or conduction we can carry out by two ways. A by conduction, by classification of dielectric materials, and B by electric series method. So what are the two different ways of charging by conduction or rubbing? A by classification of dielectric materials, B by electric series method. Now first we take up by classification of dielectric materials. Dielectric materials are classified into two categories. Number one, vitreous materials, which are wood, glass, ebonite, mica, flannel, etc., etc. And second is non-vitreous materials or resinous materials like amber, silk, cloth, rubber, sulfur, ebonite, and polythene, etc. So thus we classify materials into two categories, vitreous materials and non-vitreous materials. Now what is the method of electrifying them? So when vitreous material is rubbed with non-vitreous material, vitreous material becomes positively charged and non-vitreous becomes negatively charged. This is how the two materials are electrified. They develop different charges. Vitreous gets positive charge and non-vitreous gets negative charge. For example, when ebonite rod is rubbed with sulfur in intimate contact with ebonite, develops positive charge and sulfur develops negative charge. First example, when ebonite rod is rubbed with sulfur in intimate contact, ebonite develops positive charge and sulfur develops negative charge. And when mica is rubbed with ebonite rod, mica develops positive charge and ebonite develops negative charge. Now we come to method B, by electric series method. What is electric series? Let us see. The dielectric materials arranged in a particular order is called as electric series. What is electric series? The dielectric materials arranged in a particular order is called as electric series. Here, and the series is as follows. Number 1, fur. Number 2, flannel. Number 3, sealing wax. Number 4, glass. Number 5, cotton. Number 6, paper. Number 7, silk. Number 8, human hand. Number 9, wool. Number 10, metals. Number 11, Indian rubber. Number 12, resin. Number 13, amber. Number 14, ebonite. Number 15, sulfur. And number 16, rubber, etc. This is how we have electric series. Now, what is a method to learn? Method to establish negative charge and positive charge on different materials when rubbed with each other. Now look at electric series. Look at electric series. Electric series, already we have given the serial number to materials from 1 to 16. Here you can see the series. Now the method is, any one of the materials higher in number when rubbed with another lower in number in the series develops negative charge and lower in number develops positive charge. I repeat, any one of the materials higher in number when rubbed with another lower in number in the series, develops negative charge and lower in number develops positive charge. Now let us illustrate by example. Now we illustrate by example. Here is the example before us. When amber 13, in serial number is 13. When amber is rubbed with wool, serial number 10. Amber 13 develops a negative charge and wool 10 develops positive charge. Similarly, when silk cloth 7, serial 7 is rubbed with glass rod, serial 4, silk cloth serial 7 develops negative charge and glass rod, serial 4 develops positive charge. This is how you can establish the charges developed on rubbing in intimate contact on every material, okay, when they are rubbed with each other in intimate contact. Now is the assignment. We come to assignment on this topic. Now question number 1. What kind of charges are produced when ebonite is rubbed with sulfur? Human hand is rubbed with paper. Number 2, question number 2, when a comb, why a comb when run through one's dry hair attracts small bits of paper? Establish charge on paper and comb. Question number 3, why dust is collected on vertical mirrors? Question number 4, why tires of an aeroplane produce spark on touching the ground during landing. Question number 5. Why chains connected with a tanker containing highly inflammable materials keep sliding on the ground during motion of tanker? And this is how you can do one experiment also. You take a paper, tear it into small pieces, and take plastic comb, run it into dry hair, and then you bring the plastic comb near the papers. Then you will see from a distance the paper is attracted towards the comb. It is because the charges are opposite on comb and the paper. You have to justify this phenomenon, how paper develops positive charge and comb develops negative charge. So on the basis of the theory, you justify this phenomenon. Okay, is a question number 2. Why a comb when run through one's dry hair attracts small bits of paper? Establish charge on paper and comb. This is the experiment you first do, and then you looking at series, electric series, give the answer to the questions. Okay, so thank you so much. Tomorrow we'll take up second part of frictional electricity and we'll continue with it. Thank you. God bless you.